Namaste everyone. Welcome back to Udaya's classroom. In connection with the previous class, we are going to see the further classification of accounts, that is modern classification of accounts. Come, let's get started with the class. So in the previous session, we have discussed the traditional approach and the next classification of accounts is modern approach. How the modern approach could be classified further, we will see now. So already I have told you modern approach, accounting equation approach or American approach. So based on this American approach, how the accounts could be classified, let's see. Number one is asset accounts and number two is liability accounts and number three is capital accounts, number four is revenue accounts and number five is expense accounts. So what do you mean by asset accounts? Asset account means the economic resources of the organization or any industries all coming under asset account. Asset accounts could be fixed asset or current assets, everything coming under assets account. So economic resources like cash, bank, land and building, machinery, furniture, everything. The asset which is going to give benefit for more than a year, everything is coming under asset account. Okay, so next is liability account. So liability accounts means all the company's liabilities will be coming under liability account. What could be the liability of the company if the owner invest amount in his business? That is, the investment will be termed as capital for his business. So his capital is a liability for his company. And of course drawings. Drawings means if the proprietor or the owner withdraw any amount or any goods from his company for his personal use will be termed as drawings. Let me make it very clear. For the proprietor's personal use, if he withdraw any amount from company account or any goods or raw material, if he take for his personal use, it will be called as drawings. So the capital, drawings all will be coming under liability. So apart from these things, if the company have got any loan from the bank, it is the liability of the company. It's a responsibility of the company to repay it. And any other amount from the lenders, if the company have got any amount, so lenders are liability. Then creditors, if the company has purchased raw materials from the supplier for credit. In the previous class I have told you credit purchases. So if we have purchased anything for credit from our suppliers, so suppliers will be termed as our creditors until we repay the amount. So creditors all will be coming under liabilities account. Or any other outstanding, we have to pay rent. So and on behalf of the company, if the company has to pay any rent, it did not pay so far, it's a liability because the company has to pay rent, right? So it is outstanding. Outstanding means yet to pay, outstanding, rent did not pay, everything means same. So if the amount to be paid means it is the liability. It could be anything, salary outstanding, rent outstanding, all these things will be coming under liabilities. Okay, moving on to the next classification, capital accounts. So what do you mean by capital accounts? So under the capital accounts, as I told you, investment of the proprietor and the drawings of the proprietor will coming under capital accounts. Here to get put together all the liabilities I have told you, only this outstanding expenses and loans, lenders, bank loans all coming under liability. Capital accounts, capitals and the drawings will be coming under the capital account. And moving on to the next classification, revenue account. Revenue account means the company will be generating some revenue. If the company is engaged in the production process, after the production, company has to sell its goods. If the sales process is taking place, what will happen? Company will be earning profit. So whatever revenue generated by the company all called as revenue. Sales, selling of goods and getting revenue or profit or any other receiving commission, receiving interest, everything all coming under revenue account. And then next is expenses account. Expenses account means if the company has done any expenses for doing operating activities, all the expenses will be coming under expenses account. So these are all the 5 classification coming under modern approach. Okay. Now let me tell you the rule for each and every classification. The first account is rule of debit and credit. The first account is asset accounts. So asset accounts means if the asset increases, we have to debit. How the asset will increase? I am a company, I am purchasing plant and machinery. What is happening? For my company, plant and machinery is coming. My asset is increasing. Now in my books of account, I have to debit the asset what I have purchased. So if I have purchased plant and machinery, I have to debit the plant and machinery because asset has come to my company. So debit the increases. If the asset increases, we have to debit. Credit the decreases. If any asset decreasing, we have to credit. For example, cash is also asset, but it is a current asset, right? So I am paying some cash to someone. So what is happening? My cash is reducing. So anything if it is reducing, cash is reducing means we have to credit. Suppose 1 lakh amount has been paid to A. I have paid 1 lakh rupees to A. So what is happening in this transaction? I have paid 1 lakh. So my cash balance is decreasing. So my cash balance if it is decreasing means I have to credit my cash. So if I purchase if I purchase asset for my company, it will increase my company asset. So I have to debit. If any asset decrease, we have to credit the particular asset. That's all. Next is liability accounts. So liability accounts means debit the decreases. Debit the decreases means I have got bank loan for my company and my loan I have repaid to the bank. So what I have to do? I have to debit the decreases. It is reducing. And credit the increases. If I am receiving loan from the bank, so what is happening? The credit is increasing. So we have to credit the increases. And capital accounts. Capital accounts debit the decreases. Debit the decreases. And under the capital account, if anything is decreasing, we have to debit. If the capital is decreased, we have to debit. Credit the increases. If the capital increases, we have to credit. And revenue accounts, profit or income, any income generated, debit the decreases. If the revenue decreases, we have to debit. So if the revenue decreases, we have to debit. If the revenue increases, we have to credit. And the fifth one is expenses accounts. If we have done any expenses, our expenses has been increased, we have to debit. And expenses is decreased, we have to credit. Our expenses has been decreased means we have to credit. So this is what the rules of debit and credit under the modern approach. So in order to have a clear understanding further, I will be explaining the traditional approach of golden rules in the next class. Till then it's bye from Udaya.